안녕하세요. JK 한국어입니다. Last video we studied basic Korean sentence structure and to be 이다 in Korean as an ending of a sentence with different levels of politeness. And today we're gonna study Korean subject particles. At the end of this video, you'll be able to have this conversation and introduce yourself and others. Before jumping into the grammar, these are the vocabularies that we're going to use today. Let's read these together. 물, 차, 저, 제, 나, 내, 이름, 어머니, 아버지, 동생, 친구, 학생, 한국, 캐나다, 사람, 한국 사람, 캐나다 사람, 오늘, 책, 네, 아니요. What is particles? English has prepositions such as on, at, in, for, at, from, and a lot more. Prepositions in English is positioned in front of nouns or sentences. Unlike English, Korean particles are positioned after nouns as a postpositional word, functioning as an auxiliary to a main word. Particles identify the role of each element in sentences, like what is the subject, what is the object, what is the location or time. Look at this example. At the coffee shop. 커피숍에서. 에서 is equivalent at in English, and we call it particle. Korean has many particles as you expect. Subject particle, object particle, location particles, time particles, and so many more. What we're gonna study now is the subject particles. 은 and 는. Here is an example. 저는 학생입니다. This means I am a student. We know how to make the last part 학생입니다 now. And 저 is I. And the subject particle 는 is attached. 저 is the subject in this sentence. This is an agreement that we always attach 은 or 는 to the subject. But why did I use 는 instead of 은? What is the difference between 은 and 는? Here we go. This is the rule. Familiar, right? So, it depends on how the noun ends. Let's just say the noun that you want to use as a subject is 저. It ends in vowel. Therefore, 는 is the correct one. 오늘. This word ends in consonant. So it'll be 오늘은. When you pronounce it, it sounds like 오늘은 because the 받침 goes up to the following circle position. 오늘은. 어머니. 어머니 ends in vowel, so here. 어머니는. 친구 ends in vowel as well, so 친구는. 이름 ends in consonant, so 이름은. 이름은. It sounds like 이름은 because the final consonant carries over to the circle position. 이름은, right? 동생 ends in consonant as well, so 동생은. So now you're ready to make a sentence. We're gonna practice to make those three forms of sentences. The first one is a casual form. So the complete sentence is gonna look like this. 땡땡땡은 는 땡땡땡 이야 야. So first 땡땡땡 is gonna be the subject, right? So let's try to say I am a student in casual way. So casual way I is 나. So 나 is a subject here. 나는 student. 학생. 학생 ends in consonant, so we have to use 이야. 나는 학생이야. I am a student. 나는 학생이야. So let's make another sentence. It's gonna be my friend is a teacher. My friend. My in casual form is 내. And friend is 친구. 내 친구. 친구 ends in vowel. So we're gonna use 는. 내 친구는 teacher, 선생님, 선생님 ends in consonant, so we have to use 이야. 선생님 이야. Full sentence. 내 친구는 선생님이야. That means my friend is a teacher. And let's see the other one. 내 means my. 어머니, mother. My mother, 내 어머니. And 어머니 ends in vowel, so we have to use 는. 내 어머니는 한국 사람. 한국 is Korea. 사람 is person. 한국 사람, Korean person. Korean person, 한국 사람 ends in consonant, so we have to use 이야. 한국 사람이야. Full sentence. 내 어머니는 한국 사람이야. My mother is Korean. 이것. 이것 means this thing. 이것 ends in consonant, so we have to use 은. 이것은. But it sounds like 이것은 because the sound of final consonant carries over to the circle position, right? 이것은. And the second word is 책. 책 means a book. 책 ends in consonant, so we have to use 이야. 책이야. And it sounds like 책이야 because the good sound of final consonant carried over to the circle position. 책이야. So full sentence will be 이것은 책이야. 이것은 책이야. That means this thing is a book. This is a book. Let's make sentences in polite form. This polite form is used in majority of times. We're gonna use same vocabularies, but I and my is different than casual form. Casual form of I was 나, but polite form of I is 저, and polite form of my is 제. So let's make a sentence here. 저. 저 ends in vowel. So 저는 학생. 학생이에요. Because it ends in consonant. 제 친구, my friend. 제 친구는 선생님이에요. 제 친구 ends in vowel. 선생님 ends in consonant. 제 어머니는 한국 사람이에요. 어머니 ends in vowel. 한국 사람 ends in consonant. 이것은 책이에요. 이것은 책이에요. 이것 ends in consonant. 책 also ends in consonant. Sentences in formal polite. Same vocabularies. 저는 학생입니다. This is the easiest one because there is no options for ending. Always 입니다. 제 친구는 선생님입니다. 제 어머니는 한국 사람입니다. 이것은 책입니다. Let's make these 4 sentences here. I'm gonna give you some time. You're gonna practice this one without my voice. Meanwhile, I'm gonna write Korean sentence on the right side. Let's do it. Good job. Let's read it together. 저는 JK예요. 제 친구는 학생이에요. 제 선생님은 한국 사람이에요. 이것은 책이에요. This is a conversation between JK and Mina. I'll read it first and please repeat. 안녕하세요. 만나서 반갑습니다. 안녕하세요. 반가워요. 저는 미나예요. 미나 씨는 한국 사람이에요? 아니요. 저는 캐나다 사람이에요. JK 씨는요? 저는 한국 사람이에요. 안녕하세요 means hello. 만나서 반갑습니다. Nice to meet you. This is a formal polite form. So it can be polite form, which is 만나서 반가워요. Also, 만나서 part can be removed. So 반가워요, 반갑습니다 also means nice to meet you. If you want to check out these basic expressions, I have a video of 30 basic Korean expressions. So please check it out. 저는 미나예요. 저 means I. Mina is the name of this person. I am Mina. 저는 미나예요. 미나 씨는 한국 사람이에요. 미나 씨 is a subject here because it has subject particle 는. So 미나 씨 is 한국 사람이에요. Korean person. So in English, is Mina Korean person? But here, why we call it Mina as Mina 씨? When she is added to a name, it essentially means Miss, Mrs., Mr. It's one of really common honorific expressions. Let's come back to this conversation. 미나. 아니요. 아니요 means no. 저는 캐나다 사람이에요. 저 means I. Canada is Canada. 사람 is a person. 캐나다 사람 means Canadian. So 저는 캐나다 사람이에요 means I am Canadian. And here, this expression, JK 씨는요? When you want to give a same question back to the person, like how about you or what about you? This is the expression that you can use. So instead of repeating whole sentence, you can just simply say JK 씨는요? This is like middle part of the sentence that you just dropped. And then JK 씨는 subject particle, and then you at the end to be polite. So JK 씨는요? That means how about you, JK? JK? 저는 한국 사람이에요. 저 is I. 한국 is Korea. 사람 is a person. So I am Korean person. So I am Korean. 저는 한국 사람이에요. Okay, let's read it together one more time. 안녕하세요. 만나서 반갑습니다. 안녕하세요. 반가워요. 저는 미나예요. 미나 씨는 한국 사람이에요? 아니요, 저는 캐나다 사람이에요. JK 씨는요? 저는 한국 사람이에요. And there is another simple task. Let's introduce yourself and others. Let's read it together. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 JK예요. 저는 캐나다 사람이에요. 제 어머니는 한국 사람이에요. 제 아버지는 선생님이에요. 제 동생은 학생이에요. 안녕하세요. Hello. 제 이름은 JK예요. my 이름 name JK is the name. So 제 이름은 JK예요. My name is JK. 저는 캐나다 사람이에요. I am Canadian. 제 어머니는 my mom 한국 사람 Korean. My mom is Korean. 제 아버지는 my father is 선생님 teacher. So my father is a teacher. 제 동생 my younger sibling is 학생이에요. Student. So my younger sibling is a student. Now you can make your own sentences. I hope today's lesson helped you to study Korean. I'll see you again next time. Thank you. 감사합니다. 다음 시간에 다시 만나요. 안녕.